Give some facts and figure about the water resource in the world. 96.5% of the total volume of world water is estimated to exist as ocean, and only 2.5% exist as fresh water. 70% of fresh water occurs as ice sheets and glaciers in Antarctica, Greenland, and the mountainous regions of the world. Less than 30% is stored as groundwater in the world aquifers. Explain how water becomes a renewable resource. Fresh water is mainly obtained from surface runoff, the groundwater. This continually begins renewed and recharged through the hydrological cycle. All the water move with the hydrological cycle, making water a renewable resource. What percent of global precipitation does India receive? India receives nearby 4% of global precipitation. Where is India ranked in terms of water availability per person per annum? By what year will India join countries having absolute water scarcity? India ranked 133 in the world in terms of water availability per person per annum. By 2025, large part of India will join country having absolute water scarcity. Give an estimate of India renewable water resource. The total renewable water resource of India are estimated at 1,089.7 square kilometer per annum. Write three sources of fresh water. Three sources of fresh water are precipitation from rainfall, surface water in river, lake, and etc. Groundwater, water stored in underground aquifer which gets recharged by rainfall. What is water scarcity? Write the main reason for water scarcity. Water scarcity means shortage of water. It is usually associated with region having low rainfall or drought-prone area. There are mainly other reasons which led to scarcity of water. These are large growing population means more water required for domestic use and also to produce more food. In agriculture sector, water resources are being overexploited to expand irrigated area and dry season agriculture. More water required for irrigation purpose to facilitate higher food production (i.e., for doing multiple cropping and for HYV seed. There is greater demand for water with growing urbanization and industrialization and unequal access of water among different social groups. The quality of water is deteriorated, i.e., getting polluted by domestic and industrial waste, chemical fertilization, and pesticide used in agriculture. How intensive industrialization and urbanization have posed a great pressure on existing water resource in India. Intensive industrialization and urbanization have put greater pressure on existing freshwater resource. With the ever-growing number of industries, the demand of water has grown tremendously. Industries are heavy users of fresh water as water is required for cooling the machines as well as for the processing of goods. Also, the mechanic run of the power supplied by the hydel power plant. 22% of total electric is hydroelectric power. Rapid urbanization has led to expansion of industries which increase the requirement of water. The untreated industrial effluents which are discharged into water body are polluted by the water and making it hazardous for human consumption. This is responsible for creating water scarcity. Write the adverse effect of overexploitation of groundwater resource. Pumping out more water from under the ground may lead to falling groundwater level. It will adversely affect water availability. This in turn will affect our agriculture and food security of people. Improvement of water resource may adversely affect the ecological cycle. Right, the main cause of water pollution. Water get polluted by domestic waste, especially urban spheres. Industrial waste are disposed of in the water without proper treatment. Chemical effluents from industries and from agriculture sector. Pesticide and fertilizer used in agriculture may get washed into river by rainwater and may pollute the water by enriching it with mineral. Many human activity, e.g. religious rituals and immerse of idol, etc. What is needed for conservation of water resource? Our water resources are limited and our requirements are increasing day by day. The water resources are unevenly distributed. Most of resources, especially in the cities and urban areas, are polluted and are unsuitable for drinking water and other purposes. To safeguard ourselves from health hazard, we need to conserve water for the continuation of our livelihood and to prevent degradation of our natural ecosystem to ensure food security and for continuation of our livelihoods for productive activity of the nation to prevent degradation of our natural ecosystem. What were the different type of hydraulic structure constructed in ancient India? Different type of hydraulic structure were dam built of stone, rubble. Example, during Chandragupta Maurya time, dams, lake and irrigation system were extensively built. Reservoir or lake like the Bhopal Lake of the 11th century was one of the largest artificial lake of the time. Embankment and canals for irrigation. Sophisticated irrigation work had been found in Kalinga, Kolhapur, Nagar, Jonakoda. Many tanks were built to store rainwater. Example, the tank in Hers Khans in Delhi was built in 14th century to supply water Shiri Fort area. How was water conserved in ancient India? Give any four examples in support of your answer. Archaeological and historical records show that from ancient India the time India has been constructing sophisticated hydraulic structures like dam, reservoir, embankment, and canal for irrigation. For example, in the first century BC, Allahabad had sophisticated water harvesting system canal, the flood water of the river Ganga. During the time of Chandragupta Maurya, dams, lake, and irrigation system were extensively built. Sophisticated irrigation work have been found in Kalyanga in Orissa, Nagarjun Khodla in Andhra Pradesh. Bhopal Lake, built in 11th century, was one of the largest artificial lake at the time. What is a dam? A dam is a barrier across flowing water that obstructs, direct or retains the flow, creating a reservoir, lake, or impoundment. Describe the functioning of dam. So, most dams have a section called spillway or way over which or through which water will flow intermittently or continuously. On what basis are dams classified into different types? Dams are classified according to structure, intended purpose, or height. According to structure and material used, they are classified as timber dam, embankment dams, or masonry dams. What is the main difference between traditional dam and modern dam? Traditional dam were built to impound river and rain water that could be used later the agriculture field. Today's dam are referred to as multi-purpose project where many use of the impounded water are integrated with one another. The main purpose served by this project are irrigation, electricity, flood control, water supply, and industrial use. Why are multi-purpose river valley project called the Temple of Modern India? Jawaharlal Nehru proclaimed that multi-purpose projects are the temple of modern India because they were thought of as the vehicle that would lead the nation to development and progress. He believed that these projects, with their integrated water resource management approach, would integrate development to the agriculture and the village economy with rapid industrialization and growth of the urban economy. And dams or multi-purpose river valley projects have the following advantage. They bring water to those areas which suffer from water scarcity and also provide water for irrigation. Construction of dam or river has caused environmental degradation. So, damming of river affect their natural flow, causing poor sediment flow. Excessive sedimentation at the bottom of the reservoir lake to sediment result in rockier stream bed and poorer habitat for the river's aquatic life. Dams also fragment river, making it difficult for aquatic fauna to migrate, especially for swamping. The reservoirs submerge the existing vegetation and soil, leading to its decomposition over time. Floodplains are deprived of silt and khadar, affect the fertility level of the soil. Multi-purpose project and dam has been the cause of many new social movements. Resistance to these projects came from social movement, example Narmada Bachao Andolan and Teri Dam Andolan. Their major concerns were as follows. Initially, the environmental concerns were of utmost importance. Dams have resulted in large-scale displacement of local communities. Local people have to give up their land and livelihood. Local people do not benefit from such projects as they are even deprived of local sources can on which they had little control. What are the social consequences of multi-purpose project? A multi-purpose project have transformed the social landscape. Local people, especially the landless people, did not gain from these projects. It led to displacement of people which deprived the people of their land and livelihood. It has increased the social gap between the richer landowner and the landless poor. Dams created conflict between people wanting different use and benefit from the same water resource. Interstate water disputes are also becoming common with regard to sharing the cost and benefit of the multi-purpose project. Explain any three problems faced by local communities due to the construction of large dam. Problem faced by local communities due to construction of large dam. Dam have resulted in large-scale displacement of local community. Local people have to give up their land and livelihood. Local people did not benefit from such projects as they are even deprived the local resources on which they have little control. Many settlement and agricultural land are submerged underwater. Compare the advantages and disadvantages of multi-purpose river valley project. Advantages: they bring water to those areas which suffer from water scarcity and also provide water for irrigation. These projects generate electricity for industries and our homes. They help in controlling flood by regulating the water flow. These projects can be used for recreation, inland navigation and fish breeding. What percentage of total electricity produced come from hydroelectricity? 22% of total electricity produced is from hydroelectric power. Name two multipurpose projects and the rivers on which they are respectively situated. Hirakund project is situated on the river Mahanadi in Orissa, and Bhaskar Nangal project is situated on the river Satluj. Give an example of the interstate water dispute. Krishna Godavari dispute. The Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh government objected to diversion of more water of Koyna by the Maharashtra government for a multi-purpose project as this resulted in reduction of downstream flow to Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh, adversely affecting agriculture and industrial in the state. Describe the traditional method of rainwater harvesting adopted in different parts of India. In ancient India, people developed wide-ranging techniques to harvest rainwater in mountainous area. Gulks and the division channel were built for agriculture. Rooftop rainwater harvesting was commonly practiced to store drinking water, especially in Rajasthan. Irrigation channels for irrigation were developed in the floodplain of West Bengal. In arid and semi-arid regions, agriculture fields were converted into rainified storage structure. Explain how rooftop rainwater harvesting in semi-arid region of Rajasthan is carried out, or write the feature of the tankas built in the house of Burma. Rooftop rainwater harvesting was commonly practiced to store drinking water, especially in semi-arid and arid regions. In semi-arid and arid region, all houses has underground tankas or tanker for storing drinking water built inside the house. They were the part of the well-developed rooftop rainwater harvesting system. The tankas could be as large as a bigger room. 1000 in Poldoi had a tank that was 6.1 meter deep, 4.27 meter long, and 2.44 meter wide. The tankas were built inside the main house or the courtyard. Many houses constructed underground room adjoining the tankas to beat the summer heat as it would keep the room cool. Write how modern adaptation of traditional rainwater harvesting method are being carried out to conserve and store water. In modern time, rainwater harvesting is done in both rural and urban area to recharge the underground by capturing the storing rainwater by constructing structure, dug well, collection pits, digging tracks and around feet. Rooftop rainwater harvesting structures are a common practice in many cities. Rainwater is collected using a PVC pipe and is filtered using sand and brick. This water can be stored to meet the household need to through storage in tank. This water is readily available for immediate usage. Excess water or a pipe can be connected to the underground reservoir which may recharge the groundwater through hand pump or through abundant dug well. Later this water can be drawn for various uses. Mawsynram is the region of highest rainfall yet is face acute water shortage. Myanmar face acute water shortage because the rainwater harvested is not sufficient to meet the need of people.